what I feel that a lot of the mala and like a certain demographic of non-Muslims, why they fear a true Islamic society or true Islamic strength so much is they feel they will treat them the same way they treated them initially. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I'm not worried at all. I rely on God, Allah.
One thing that I want to make clear is that people, because I agree with what you're saying, but I know how some people interpreted things. Think that do you think that Muslims need to come over and take over everything Islam? No, we're just trying to actually have a place where we can give an example of this is what Islam is. Like we have very humble you know what I mean, ambitions. You understand what I'm saying? For this first, for us to even have a just society for Muslims to be able to live and practice their deen. For us, that's we haven't even reached that step. You understand what I'm saying? So, and our confidence is such that if we could show you that this is what human beings are capable of, you would be compelled. Absolutely. You would be compelled. You would be just self-driven to be a part of it.
I remember there was a famous journalist. If anyone's online, you can Google it if you want. His name is John Ware. John Ware is a very famous BBC journalist. He does the show Panorama. One time he interviewed me, and it was a hit job, but I was recording him as well. He didn't know this. And he said to me, Diddy, do you want Muslims to take over Britain? Do you want to see the Shahada over the Downing Street?
Yeah.
No, of course not, John. What made you think that, John?
Yeah.
Well, he goes, because on the spectrum of things, I see you as a pan-Islamic, and you want Muslim unity, and I was like, but what made you think that I want Muslims to take over the UK and enforce Islam on a predominantly majority non-Muslim now? What makes you think that? He goes, then what is it that you want? I goes, I'm confident that if such a society or civilization re-emerges, that I think that the UK will want to be a part of it. And I think that people will yearn for it.
Subhanallah. Subhanallah.
Because it won't require Muslims to come and invade you. You're going to want for it to come. And that was the case with the Sahaba in Asham. That was the case with the Sahaba in Al-Masr. That was the case with the Sahaba across North Africa. That was the case when the Sahaba, wherever they went, they didn't. In many cases, they were governors ruling over a majority Christian or non-Muslim lands. People accepted Islam. They saw the justice of Islam. They compared it to the previous justice systems, whether it be the Byzantines or the Persians. They were like, nah, Islam's good. We accept it. This is why, even when Islam was in decline from a public point of view, Islam stayed. They stayed. The masajid stayed. The people held on to the systems and the institutions might have fallen, but the deen stayed. So we're not talking about a takeover. Absolutely not. It makes no sense.
You know why? I'm going to give you, I'm going to do a little bit of Psych 101 and go into the psychological thinking of some of the mala, as you mentioned, like the leadership. One of the most fundamental components of human personality or characteristic is reciprocity. Okay. That's like, it transcends culture, nations, different people. So for example, if I smile at you, I expect a smile in return, right? I expect you to smile. I'm smiling at you. I expect to smile at return. If I hit you, I expect to get hit back. You understand what I'm saying? Like a person who is sane, they fundamentally within human DNA is reciprocity. What I feel that a lot of the mala and like a certain demographic of non-Muslims, why they fear a true Islamic society or true Islamic strength so much is they feel they will treat them the same way they treated them initially. You understand what I'm saying? They feel that, we colonized them, we brutalized them, we were so brutal with them. If they come into power, they'll do the same thing to us.
And Fatah Makkah, the conquest of Makkah, is a beautiful example of what will most likely will end up happening.
And Fatah Makkah, look at how Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam treated Wahshi.
Yeah.
The person, did he do reciprocity? Oh, you killed my uncle, I'm gonna come kill you. No, forgiven. Fatah Makkah shows that Muslims, we operate on a different level. We operate on justice and not revenge. And I think that's I think going deep into the psyche of why they fear a strong Islamic presence so much is they fear that they will do the same thing that they were guilty of.
Oh, look, I mean, Fatah Makkah was a beautiful.
That's my Psych 101 analysis.
Look, I mean, Fatah Makkah, I mean, just to add, I mean, as they were approaching Makkah and the Kaaba, some of the companions, they were doing when you go on a conquest, you have certain slogans, right?
Yeah.
What we call them. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Syed, there was a slogan which was about, this is the day of retribution. And the Prophet corrected him. I said, no, today is not the day of retribution. Today is the day of mercy. Yes. It's the day we're going to show them mercy. Yeah? So the point here is that if the Prophet ﷺ wanted to, if he ﷺ wanted to, there could have been bloodshed in Makkah that day. There could have been. And one could even argue he was absolutely right for it to happen. But he didn't. In the same way, Salahuddin al-Ayyubi, rahimahullah, when he took Jerusalem back, from a Sharia point of view, he could have murked off everyone. He could have killed off everyone and forced the jizya on everyone. He didn't. He just kept the Templars. He punished the Templars because these guys were the most dangerous shayateen. But many of the Christian knights, he let them go. He didn't enforce the jizya. He invited the Jews back. When Salahuddin al-Ayyubi could have to seek vengeance of what happened 100 years ago, when the Crusaders were killing babies and saying, "Dus volt," and was slaughtered, where Masjid al-Aqsa, the blood was up to the knees. Yeah. If he wanted to, he could have done this. Yeah. Because we know that within the laws of engagement, within the Sharia, there is there's different realities that different choices you can make if a town or a city refuses to give up and chooses to fight you. Salahuddin could have done it. He didn't. So you're absolutely right. They fear a reciprocation of what what they expect. That may not be the case, and that's why. And
I think people, they gotta know this, man. It's like, don't worry. I think some of our dawah is just gotta be like, listen, guys, relax, baby.
It's cool.
Don't worry. Let the dawah happen. Just you'll be happy. You don't have to worry about anything.
Do I feel that the New York police are providing enough protection, or do I have to have protection of my own? I look for protection from Allah.